Hey guys, welcome to Simply Amyzing, and today we're going to do the About Me tag. Hi guys! Okay, so I'm super excited to do this video because I feel like when you look at my past videos, I don't really talk about myself a lot. I'm more about delivering the content that I wanted the video to be about in the first place, and etc. So I decided to do this video, and I'm going to be answering questions that I found on the website. And maybe the people that do know me don't know some of this information about me. I don't really like to talk about myself too much, but I just thought the questions are fun, and I haven't really looked at them, but I figured they're more general, and as I'm kind of glancing, some of them are kind of deep, but let's just go along with it and let's get started. What is your full name? My full name is Amy Esther Perez Cubas, as probably most of you know, maybe not my middle name, but yeah, it's pretty long. What are you named after? Anyone? My first name is not named after anyone. It was actually my mom's favorite name growing up. My middle name, though, is named after my grandmother and my great-grandma. So it's really special to have that middle name because it's kind of having that be a part of me for the rest of my life. So what does your name mean? Amy means beloved, which means loved by many. So as you guys know, that obviously describes me, right? Where do you live? Well, first it's where are you from? Well, I'm from Fort Lauderdale originally. My dad is Cuban and my mom is from New Jersey, so I'm half Jewish and half Cuban. So it's pretty neat. So it was pretty neat because growing up we actually had Hanukkah and Christmas, so that was fun. Where were you born? Well, I said I was born in Fort Lauderdale, so we'll skip that one. Where do you live? I live in Orlando. I go here for UCF, the college. That's why I moved here. But I would stay in Orlando for as long as it takes. I love it here. So it's super nice, and I recommend it for anyone. Which of your parents are you more like? This one's kind of difficult because I feel like I'm a little bit of both of them. My mom is a very giving person. Like if we ever need help or need anything, like she's always there for you. So I hope I'm like that. I don't know if to that extent, but I hope I can be a person like her. And my dad and I have the same humor. We're both like silly and sarcastic, and we laugh at each other's jokes all the time. So I think that's how I'm like alike at both of them. I hope I am, because I love my dad's humor and my mom's like big heart. So I hope I'm like that in those ways. What favorite drink? My favorite drink is non-alcoholic. It's Diet Coke. I try not to drink it a lot, but that's my favorite drink. And alcoholic, my favorite drink is probably margaritas or rum and Coke. Ow, I just hit my hand on the chair. Or Jack and Coke. Anything with Coke, right? What favorite snack? My favorite snack is most definitely ice cream. It's my weakness. So if you know I'm not eating bad or on a diet or something, never offer me ice cream because you're a bad influence. Age of first date. I was a freshman in high school. We met in class and we went to the movies a couple times. I still go to the movies for all my dates, so. What is something you look for in a partner? Definitely humor. I feel like if the person I was with, if they weren't like humorous or didn't have like a funny bone in their body, they would think I'm extremely weird. So I need someone to laugh at me sometimes, and because I am extremely quirky and yeah, I'm not going to try to explain myself. If I'm with someone, they're going to be funny. What is something you wish you were good at? Definitely drawing. I'm so jealous of all the artists out there, and I wish I can just have a paper in front of me and like create something really beautiful and something I could stick on my wall and nobody asked me if like a child did it or one of my little students. What is the best compliment you have ever received? I really love when people comment on how nice I am. I feel really special. I feel like a message I wanted to deliver while I was here in this world is to be kind to everyone, never make anyone feel uncomfortable or not worth it, not good enough. I've always wanted to kind of put that in people, so I hope I'm doing it, and if I'm not, I'm sorry. So that would be it. What is the first book you remember reading? The first book I remember reading, besides those Judy Blume books, thank you Maddie, my sister, on the books about womanhood, I do remember reading this one book that I got from the library, I think it was, and it was about this girl my age that moved into a scary house and she met like a friend on the street, and it wasn't like a scary novel. The ghosts in it were actually funny, but I loved it so much. It was named Lily's Ghost, and I actually still remember it to this day. I want to read it again, actually. But I still love the book to this day, and Lily remains one of my favorite names ever, and if I have a daughter, I would love to name her Lily after the book. Biggest accomplishment. My biggest accomplishment, honestly, was moving to Orlando, and I know some of you might not think that's like a big accomplishment, but I've always been so family-centered. I'm very sheltered. I'm the youngest child out of my siblings, and I've always been, kind of like the baby of the family, so it took a lot to move to Orlando and to kind of make my own life here. So the fact that I'm here, I'm happy, I'm good, makes me very proud of myself. If you can give yourself any advice from when you were younger, what would it be? Like if I give my younger self advice, I'm guessing. If I got to give my younger self advice, it'll probably be like, don't try to fit in so much. Just be yourself and you'll make friends that way. Because I feel like I tried way too hard before. And, and sometimes I still feel like I do. And I have to tell myself, like, just be yourself. You're going to make friends that way. You're awesome. I still have to remember that. I still struggle with that, but I would tell my younger self that for sure. Favorite thing about yourself? I really like that aspect that when someone talks to me, I don't really judge them. You know what I mean? I am very understanding, very open-minded, and I feel like anybody can talk to me and I'll make them feel better. I do feel like I really connect with people and their emotions. What is the least favorite thing about yourself? Probably my laugh. I feel like it's so stupid, and every time I hear it back on a video, I cringe. I don't know why, it's a goofy laugh, and I feel like I have a laugh for every moment. Favorite quotes. My favorite quote will probably be this canvas my sister got me a few years ago when I moved to Orlando. She got me a canvas that said, "She believed she could, so she did," and I loved that quote ever since. And I always keep it in my head when something that I'm going through is tough. I always have that in my head, and just kind of, and it helps me out. So I've always loved that quote, and yeah. So those are all the questions. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too long. I don't know. I'll see when I edit it, but sorry if it's long. But I'll see you guys soon. Please subscribe, and bye.